So the next chapter of Dragon Ball Super is getting pretty close, and the spoilers should be popping up in less than a week, but we haven't really sat down and talked about what actually happened in the last chapter. Recently, as we all know, Goku and Vegeta have made their way to planet Cereal, assuming that they're helping Oil and Maki, who are posing as Sugarians to lure them into a trap. Granolah, in the meantime, gathered the Cerulean Dragon Balls, and his wish, while maybe not exactly what he may have wanted, was granted and made him the strongest in the universe, outside of the gods of course, in exchange for a good chunk of his lifespan. From what we've seen so far, I do have to admit Granolah is extremely strong, like stronger than I would have thought to be able to keep up with Ultra Instinct Goku, and then he went on to defeat Goku using only half of his power in a clone form. This, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people might agree with this, was one of the more questionable parts of the fight, and I could just be tripping, but I wouldn't think Goku could fall for a clone or illusion or something like that given prior events. Regardless, this sidelined Ultra Instinct Goku and left Vegeta to attempt to bring down Granolah. Vegeta, interestingly enough, seemed to finally understand what was going on here and who Granolah really is. He even, uncharacteristically of himself, attempted to get Granolah to see that them fighting was pointless. But Granolah has been so blinded by rage and revenge that he refuses to see it differently. That's pretty much the preface of their battle, but what happened in between is what's truly incredible, and it seems like Vegeta may have reverted to his old battle-crazed self for a bit. This isn't a fan manga video or anything, but I want to shout out the homies Jordan and Monty anyways, just cause those are my guys. So before we finish our discussion in this video, be sure to go follow those guys on Twitter. I'll be sure to have their links below. If you guys haven't already, be sure to have those notifications turned on to never miss an upload as soon as they go live. And if you have been enjoying all of the anime content recently and can't wait to see what Vegeta does in this next chapter, consider leaving a like down below as well. It really helps out a ton. Be sure to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all Dragon Ball and anime related content, guys. But without further ado, now, Vegeta's new look, I gotta admit, is one of my favorites by far. It probably is my favorite. When this form first got leaked before the chapter even dropped previously, there were a lot of mixed opinions on the design alone, which I can understand. Like, a lot of newer ideas in Dragon Ball seem to kind of merge previous ideas in a sense, and I think a lot of people feel that way with this new Destroyer form, which, by the way, we still don't necessarily know the name of it, but can assume that it would be something relative to Hakaishin or something like that. In this form, Vegeta's eyebrows completely disappear relative to Super Saiyan 3, but he also has traits that could be compared to Goku in his Ultra Instinct Sign form, like the calm demeanor and the glossy eyes, etc. One thing that really stood out to me, and I really hope guys, that we get more explanation on this soon, is the flame-like aura Vegeta was emitting from his body, especially during the transformation when it looked most violent. At first glance, this aura looks like it may just be the energy of destruction circling around Vegeta, I don't know, but as Granolah tried to shoot at him during his transformation, the flames literally disintegrated his attacks on some Amaterasu stuff, so everything about this form seems dangerous at first look. What this leads me to want to believe and kind of hope for, honestly, is that Vegeta could maybe use these flames in an offensive way, which I know would definitely cue the Naruto comparisons, but honestly, who cares? It'd be cool. This form letting off, those tremendous amounts of heat would also draw those comparisons to Ultra Instinct as well, as we've seen what heat Goku emits while in that form, especially in the unmastered version. Another interesting point of the previous chapter that I brought up before was Vegeta's kind of reversion to his old battle-crazed self right before his transformation. This is something that I saw a lot of people, including myself of course, hyping up online, but I think and honestly really hope that that moment in itself is gonna be really significant to Vegeta in some way or another. I mean, I can't, and correct me if I'm wrong guys, but I can't really remember the last time I've seen Vegeta like that in Super, and I have no idea why it took Granolah of all people to bring it out of him when they shouldn't even really have that much bad blood, as Vegeta even admitted. The bloodlust Vegeta showed was something very rare to see in Dragon Ball Super in my opinion, so I really hope that in the upcoming chapters we can go a little more in depth into not only Vegeta's new power, but his mindset as well, and just what happened and snapped inside of him to cause all of this. Down below in the comments, let me know what interests you the most about Vegeta's new form and why it's better than Ultra Instinct. But no, seriously, this upcoming chapter I feel is going to be one of the most important ones moving forward, as it kinda sets the pace for Vegeta's new abilities, and hopefully, I know this is probably impossible, but hopefully everybody will be satisfied with how this turns out. Although, I will say that if Vegeta doesn't defeat Granolah even with this new power, that might stir up the community more than whatever he does in the battle, but I hope not. Anyways guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. I know this one was on the shorter side, but I really just wanted to have a quick discussion with you all about Vegeta's new form and moving forward, what we can look forward to. I honestly don't know what to expect. I mean, I've reread that chapter like 5 or 6 times now, and I just keep getting all these crazy ideas that I know none of them are probably gonna happen. But I mean, at least Vegeta's about to go back to Earth with a new power, and I can't wait to see these sparring matches and these training sessions with Beerus and Goku after this. That might be what I'm looking forward to the most, is what happens after this Granolah arc, because I think we all know that even if Granolah somehow does defeat Vegeta and makes his way to Frieza, God willingly, he still has that dark cloud over him of his lifespan being depleted, and I think, if I remember correctly, he has 3 years left or something like that. It was either 3 or 10. Those numbers are popping up in my head right now. I'm sure somebody knows the number down below, but Granolah just has all these obstacles in front of him now and not a lot of time left. But anyways guys, like I said before, let me know what you think we can expect down below in the comments in the upcoming chapters. I have a lot of thoughts and ideas, but like I said, a lot of things that I think are gonna happen are probably too crazy for the main storyline of Dragon Ball Super, so maybe they'll just cut loose with the movie next year and do all kinds of crazy stuff, which I guess is just something we'll have to look forward to and hope for. But if you guys haven't already, be sure to have those notifications turned on by clicking the bell icon down below, because you do not want to miss when these spoilers drop for the next chapter. I know it's going to be absolute insanity. Also, if you have been enjoying the content, consider leaving a like on this video as well. It really helps out a ton. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.